Good morning, children. In today's class, we shall look at Marigold textbook for Standard 4. The poem that we are going to look into is titled Why. So here we go. Let us begin the session by reciting the poem. Dear children, please pay attention to the pronunciation and intonation. Why? I know a curious little boy who is always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by the by? He wants to know why wood should swim, why lead and marble sink, why sun should shine and wind should blow, and why we eat and drink. He wants to know what makes the clouds and why they cross the sky, why sinks the sun behind the hills, and why the flowers die. Some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you will try. Others no one ever yet has found the reason why. Now I shall give you stanza-wise explanation of the poem.
I know a curious little boy who is always asking why. Why this? Why that? Why then? Why now? Why not? Why by the by?
In this first stanza, the poet says he knows a child who is very curious. This little boy is eager to know many things. As a result, he keeps on asking questions about anything and everything. He wants to know something about everything, and that's the reason that whenever he comes across anything, he keeps on questioning about it.
He wants to know why wood should swim, why lead and marble sink, why sun should shine and wind should blow, and why we eat and drink.
In the second stanza, the poet describes the queries of the little boy. The little boy wants to know why wood floats in water, why lead and marble sink. He also wishes to know the reason why the sun shines and wind blows. At the same time, he is interested to know as to why we eat and drink. All these questions indicate that the child is observing things around him.
He wants to know what makes the clouds and why they cross the sky, why sinks the sun behind the hills, and why the flowers die.
In this stanza, the poet gives us some more examples of the questions asked by the little boy. The boy wishes to know what makes the clouds and why do they move in the sky unlike other things that move on the ground. He also wants to know why at sunset the sun disappears behind the hills. He is equally interested to know the reason why the beautiful flowers in the garden die all of a sudden.
Some of these whys are not too hard to answer if you'll try. Others know whatever yet has found the reason why.
In the fourth stanza, the poet says that some of the questions are not too difficult to answer. We just need to think about them, and hence we can satisfy the child's curiosity. But the answer to some of the questions are not known to us, as we have not thought about them. Now let's look at the new words that you may encounter while reading the poem. Please pay attention to their spellings and pronunciation. Curious, swim, answer, behind, shine, cross, lead, sinks, marble, reason. Let's look at the meanings of some of these words. Curious, eager to know something. Lead, a chemical element. In this poem, it refers to something that is heavy. Sink, to go down below the surface. Marble, small colored glass balls. In this poem, it refers to things that are hard. Now let's look at the new words that you may encounter while reading the poem. Please pay attention to their hard, difficult to understand or solve. Now let's look at the exercise on page number 63 of Marigold textbook, where some words are given. You have to rearrange the jumbled letters and make meaningful sentences out of them. So let's start. W-O-K-N.
No. I know how to swim.
W-I-S-M.
Swim. We swim in the river.
D-A-E-L.
Lead. Lead sinks in water.
B-L-A-R-M-E.
Marble. Children love to play with marbles.
L-L-I-H-S.
Hills. The hills are so beautiful.
Now let's look at the rhyming words. Y rhymes with buy. Sink, drink. Should, would. Will, hill. sky, die. So dear children, I hope you have understood the poem Why. Now this poem teaches us a very valuable lesson. Can you tell me what it is?
We should develop a sense of curiosity, imagination, and creativity.
Yes, children. Never hesitate to voice your doubts. Be curious to know the hidden facts of life. When you have a question, ask it and get an answer for it. Because when we question, we think over it, we imagine, and maybe we can create something new. So go ahead, children, and clear all your doubts. Thank you all for watching this video. See you soon in my next session.